bar, the legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Vegas. Whoa! And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
And it didn't take long. Very quickly after Pete Carroll was named the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, he made it a point. He wants Geno Smith to be his quarterback. They have such a great relationship from their time in Seattle. Geno played the best ball of his career for Pete Carroll, and it's no wonder why he's here now under center, and they need him to be the leader of this franchise as they continue to try to build a contending team out in Las Vegas.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
A big hole. He's still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Tyler Lockett, touchdown Raiders. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. no separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He connects with Mims. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 12. And the Broncos first down.
On the give, it's Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down. A run with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Toss, right side, that's Harvey. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They send Sutton in motion. He finds Mims. It's complete. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return is Dylan Laube. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll go with the rookie out of Boise State, Ashton Jensen. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On second down, Smith. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one.
Fourth down.
And it's going to be fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you're going to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and long.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll take this up to the 30. I'll pick up the 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Here comes second and 4. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Nix from the gun on third down. Open man left side. He's got it. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chain.
18. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Broncos.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
He'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Brought down by Malcolm Kuntz. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Raiders 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, it is Zamir White. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Smith. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Lockett headed in motion. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Third and long. From the gun, it's Gino. Open man, right side. He's got it. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
And
a big-time play for Vegas. An even 40 yards.
41-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Headed left, buying time. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And the Broncos.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Now hand up, that's Harvey running left. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
By Malcolm Kuntz. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Quickly and connecting with Bryant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
3. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Denver.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Nix. Taking off, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
That's another Broncos.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Play action now. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. Business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Once for the extra point.
After.
He gets it to go, and the Broncos will take a 21-7 lead.
Raiders 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Laube now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
The Raiders
line.
offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action. It's Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and
That
2.
quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Genty. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Play action now. It's Gino. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Genty going to get it on the zone read. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Vegas.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
4 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Finding his tight end, man. And the Raiders going to be set up with 1st and goal. This play moves them down to the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
good blocking, and he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. And the Raiders draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Raiders 14.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. That is incomplete.
It's clear whenever they were trying to set up, it was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
2nd and 10. Handoff now for Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Matt Bryant, the target there. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Gino. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First rule of backed up offense. Get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
To second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now, a second down throw for Smith. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take us back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. Here's Smith. He'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a ball to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he gets this up close to the 40. Devin White, that time on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 17
You know, Mike, these
yards.
crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move, and that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
He connects with Mims. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask the coach for some help. Because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. The RPO, that one is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mims sent in motion here. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Mark down at the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this defense trying to stiffen. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here. And really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Laube now to return it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jonathan Cooper getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this 1st half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
In a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Raiders 14.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, it is Zamir White. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Well, Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. That's complete to lock it outright. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll step up and run, and he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be third down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the gun on third down, Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground. Gino's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the first down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Set to go now on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one caught by
Tucker. Complete to Trey Tucker. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a second and 6. Here's Gino. That's left side to Tucker. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
It's third and 4. Lockett headed in motion. Smith from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal.
34-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Raiders are back within 2 scores.
Raiders 17.
And at this point, they need all the points they can get. So kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. And I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this second half comeback.
Daniel
Clock
Carlson,
showing
the
5
kickoff for
seconds
the
remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Denver.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 21. Good for a Denver first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll work forward only to about the 18.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go play action with Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw is Nix. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Lockett headed in motion. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. The receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
He'll get this out wide. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back is Smith. A throw on the move is caught. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Raider first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, Smith. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
From the shotgun, Smith. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. On the ground, this is Harvey. Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Going for it all. That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
6 yards.
A big-time play for the Broncos.
First down.
Pickup of 46 yards.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. And a Broncos first down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 1. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get past the marker. He's got a first down on that gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face second down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4
That's a gain
and bring
of
up
5.
third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Of 5 yards.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
17.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is
Broncos.
back out to kick it away. Laube now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Smith. He finds the veteran Lockett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Gino to throw. Got Tucker open downfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. Pickup of 46 yards.
22-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Run right up the gut with Genty. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Moving to his left. A gain of 11. And it's 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. And the
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Here's Genty. And this one blown up. Good serve. You drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Cooper getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
What just happened? Seriously, was that even a play?
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now, Gino. And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanking it everywhere he looked. It's bring up a 4th down.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Carlson's kick is good, and the Raiders will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. On the return, here's Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense. And Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Start on the ground, and somehow he's going to get a yard out of this and walk through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 yards. First down, Broncos.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so Give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught right side at Franklin. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Lobby now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. In motion, that's Thornton. Smith to throw on first and 10. Oh, a loose football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's first and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion, that's Thornton. Throwing on second down, Smith. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. Third down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll air it out down the middle. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Raiders first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
First down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. From the pistol, Smith. No, he's got Tucker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards on the connection. First down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard
It's
line.
been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A first down throw for Smith. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The second down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
From the shotgun. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Keno going to throw for it. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Nix from the gun. Off, and he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. To return, it is Zamir White. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Raiders take over.
The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10, up beyond midfield. Working out of the gun, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out. The Broncos have it. The fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
It's up and through. And the Broncos will add one more onto their big lead.
Raiders 20.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, it is Zamir White. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. 2. Smith. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll be second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Raider first down.
And a Raider
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Gino. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 9 yards to
He
go.
was looking for Jack Best that time. And it's going to be third down. From the shotgun, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Man in motion here is Tucker. On fourth down, here's Smith. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. Now a give, comes the middle, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. We'll go play action with Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they show they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up
Tackle made
3rd
at the
down.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw is Nix. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
What's his kick? His kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Laube now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense ready to get back to work. On 1st down is Smith. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Lockett. And a big strike for good all the way up to midfield.
2 yards.
The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
50-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion, that's Thornton. Smith now to throw on first down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
I can't believe what I watched. Could be worse. I feel it. No, never mind. This is the worst. No way. I can't believe this. Wake up. Game's not over, you know. Why are you...
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you.
On second down, Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up third
Zach
down.
Allen getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be third and a mile.
Come and see this. This is like watching drums,
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own
The Broncos
31-yard line.
offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down
at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
37-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one as they cruise to an easy road victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.